We are live.
I will be acquiring some ice at some point to pour myself a little bit of.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, hello everybody. This is Beard's Beer and Booze. My name is Marshall.
I'm Ben.
And we got a special guest today stopping in, just fucking shooting the shit. My brother, Scrappy Yard Films.
Hey.
The man, the myth, the legend.
In the flesh.
The anti-everything he just said.
The father.
I am gonna be a father in 3 months.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So is she fucking doing Kegels to keep that baby in for another day?
She's trying, yeah. She's doing yoga and
Yeah?
a bunch of that stuff. Pretty nice.
Dude, you know what's crazy, dude, actually? Is like she's lost weight since she's been pregnant. Like gotten mad fit, but like just like, you know, how like I think I'm starting to see like when chicks say they're pregnant, man, that's just like an excuse to just go ham, you know what I mean? But like she's just like, I'm fucking eating, like I'm good, you know, but just like losing weight and stuff just by eating healthier and stuff. I mean, that's fucking
It's absolutely correct.
That's fucking crazy. I don't even know. I just thought about that. I was like, man, I thought that was hilarious whenever she's like, yeah, I lost weight. I was like, damn, what the fuck?
I mean, a big chunk of stuff is just in how you handle it.
Yeah.
It's very true. You know, some people just like say they're eating for two, but that's a myth that you should not do. You know, you're not eating for two. You just eat healthy, and then your baby will take what it needs.
Yeah.
Smarter,
that was
not
hilarious.
harder.
Very, very true.
You gotta just fucking, you just gotta do it right. So, oh yeah. So everybody, what we all drinking on today?
So,
Well,
you're the guest. Proceed.
I know. See this high quality cinematic can of Guinness? That's what I'm gonna do. I think it's great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is the good shit.
Hell yeah.
Yesterday, I was driving home from work, and I stopped to get gas, and I saw this weird little bottle of Cayman Jack Margarita.
Huh.
And I was like, you know what? I give it a shot. So about a 6-pack.
It's the official drink of NASCAR.
Is
It's
it?
true.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah, dude.
I don't
Okay.
watch NASCAR.
Oh
so
my
I
god,
would've
yeah,
fucking known. You
dude.
could have told me anything.
Holy
and I
shit,
would've
yeah.
been
We
like,
would.
"What?"
Oh yeah, dude.
It's the official drink of NASA.
It's the
When they're in
official
space.
drink of NASA. Absolutely, they have it fucking vacuum sealed and freeze dried.
Yeah.
I will say it's not bad. It tastes similar to a margarita,
Oh yeah.
but it's only 5.8%.
5.8%.
Pretty weak shit.
I think the best part about opening a Guinness is hearing it. Ready?
God damn.
Good.
Fucking
Man,
came
that
a
even
little
caught
bit.
the sizzle.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I just so yeah, I remember I said it the last time, the last stream, but on special occasions or, you know, whenever the fuck I'm, you know, feeling froggy, I crack open that blue, baby. That blue. The Johnny
I still-
Walker blue.
I still need to go get a bottle of red.
Yeah, you do, man. Hey, but you know what? I get it too, man. Fuck, dude. Shit's happening. Shit's happening.
Absolutely.
You gotta get your stuff paid first. When you got some extras, then you get your stuff that you like doing. That's just like a fucking. It could wait. This podcast will be going for a fucking long time. I'm sure at some point, you and I will be able to have a nice little Johnny Walker session.
The ability to eat during the day, and not the moment I get home and start doing a podcast.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, dude, I think it adds, you know, it adds that.
Just start day drinking, and then when,
Yeah.
when you're on your way home, crack another one. And
Yeah.
then once you start the podcast, have your fifth.
Absolutely. And then
That
you'll
sounds
be
like a great
fucking.
plan.
Then you'll be straight toasted, and you'll be like, all right, cool, super loose, not giving a fuck about it. Like,
what
hey,
up, people?
fucking
I've been drinking all day. Haven't you been working all day? No, maybe.
hell no, I don't got a job, but you really do. You just don't want to say it over. Like,
What do you
didn't
do
y'all
again,
hear? I do internet and TV installation / troubleshooting for one of the internet companies out here. So I'm that dude who rolls around in the big ass van and fixes things for people.
Yeah.
yeah, the perfect,
There you go. You can do that
perfect for
job
day
drunk.
drinking, dude.
It's
Absolutely.
honestly not. It's not anything. It's not rocket science. Follow your lines. Make sure things are the way they're supposed to be. Don't forget to ground things. I don't know if John's here right now watching, but I'm looking at you, buddy. And by I'm looking at you, I'm waiting for the sarcastic remark about me.
Yeah, dude. I mean, maybe if you're a little loose, you know, from some alky, you wouldn't mind talking to people, you know. You'll fucking start a convo, you know. Like, ask them how the kids are.
So all right. So Saturday we drove down to Springfield in Illinois. It's about an hour away from where we live, and there was a couple like country artists playing at this bar, but we went there for my wife's dad's my father-in-law. Jesus, I can't think of words. My father-in-law's brother's birthday. So uncle-in-law? I don't know.
Uncle twice removed.
Yeah, uncle-in-law. He's
Uncle-in-law.
your legal uncle.
Uncle
Yeah,
twice removed.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But it was his birthday, so we went down there for that, and it just happened to be that there were these two people playing. And
Oh dang! I killed the blue. Sorry, the blue is
During-
dead. The blue is dead.
moment of silence.
The blue is dead, dude. R.I.P. Fucking J Dubs blue.
Never mind on the silence.
It's all
Just a
good.
moment.
It's what it would have wanted. Okay.
That's what it would have wanted. It wanted noise.
It wanted it.
So we went down there and we were all kind of hanging out, having some drinks and stuff. And I used to work for one of the phone companies up here, and I was a Samsung person because I like Samsung. I used to work for them. I know a decent chunk about them. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, and I was wearing a shirt that I got as a promotion thing when I worked there that just says like Galaxy S10 on it, and you know the next big thing is here, tiny letters on the back. And he comes up and he's like, "Hey man, sweet shirt, bro." And I'm like, "Oh hey, thanks." Like it was free. And then, like he's talking to me about it for a moment, and then this other guy comes up who's bald and has like just tiny little soul patch thing going on, like just tiny, I guess, goatee, like
little
that
cutesy
big.
thing.
like that cute little, you know, just teensy bit.
Like bless your heart, you're trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, you tried, you adorable thing. He's like, sweet haircut, bro. And I was like, yeah, I like yours too, you know, because both no hair. And he's like,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
And then he just strikes up this conversation and just like keeps going and going and going and going and going about like why he cut his hair off. And then he starts talking about like beers and stuff down there, which I was fine with. Like I was like, this is okay conversation, like whatever. So I get done and I like get back with everybody else after I finally like get him to kind of stop. And my wife's like, her dad, I guess, looks at her and goes, "Man, you can't take fucking Ben anywhere." And she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "He's talking to a white supremacist right now."
Damn.
Dang.
Dude, what? Learn something new about somebody every day.
Uh-oh.
And I was just like, "Oh, okay."
See,
Nice.
see, in the Ku Klux lingo, that nice haircut. Yeah, you just got initiated.
Man.
Ben's like, delete his number.
We're not talking
Bye.
no more.
Beers
Sorry,
and booze
dude.
officially banned.
Dude, done. Oh shit.
Hello today on today's episode of Beards, Beers, and Booze, we talk about how Ben accidentally got initiated into a white supremacist group by talking nicely to someone who told him he had a nice haircut.
And a nice shirt.
That's all it takes, man. You gotta be careful.
Different people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although the guy who was playing talked to me actually. about my shirt.
Damn.
Dang. You better burn that shirt, dude.
Yeah, you need to get it the
I have
fuck
like
out of.
5 of them.
Get it out of your life. Get him out of there.
Dang. That's not good.
That's kindling, dude, for the next bonfire.
5 times as likely.
I'll just stick with my black rifle shirts.
If you wear this shirt, you're 5 times more likely to get approached by a clan member.
Man.
Not the type of clan member that you want to get approached by.
We
Not
ain't
the
talking about the
O'Crehan.
Wu-Tang.
We ain't talking about the O'Crehan clan. Or the Wu-Tang clan. But nothing
Marshall, I
else.
think your threshold for Discord's just a little bit too low. Like some of you, it's just a hair bit of your sentences are getting cut out.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me, Second here.
See, I didn't shave yet. This is about as long as I like it, and then I shave it. So I did it
But
for the
it's there.
podcast.
But it's
I did it
there.
for the podcast. So.
You did it for the podcast?
Got to do it for the gram.
Well, you gotta fucking have your shit fucking unruly and fucking untamed for this podcast, bro. You ain't heard?
I ain't heard.
Well,
I could probably puff mine out like crazy if I wanted.
You better.
I'll puff mine out right now.
You won't.
Fucking doing it right fucking now. I got 4 picks in front of my fucking shit.
See, that's as far as it's actually it curls pretty good. See, you can see how much I got right there.
Yeah, I got about fucking
I pull it out pretty well.
a solid fucking oh yeah, we're doing it like that. Oh, I got it. Oh wait, there we go.
There it is. It froze on my screen. Right there is a perfect freeze.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It really was a good freeze.
It was. It was solid. Let's see if it's on the stream. And right. I don't know. Close. There it is. Yep. Perfect freeze. Right on the stream.
There we go, baby.
So what y'all up to? You know, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has. I think we've talked about it like regularly.
We talked
we've
about it
mentioned bringing
so
you
much.
on all the time.
Yeah, but Ben was just like, nah, dude, actually, I don't know, bro.
That's what I was hearing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I was just like, look, man, I don't know this asshole. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. We don't want
His
him on here.
family, friends.
Yeah.
No.
I don't care if he's related to you. He seems.
Yeah.
He might tell me I'm not good at this.
He's a stranger danger. And I was like, no, dude, he's not. I am.
You've been doing this with me for a while now.
Yeah, boy. But no, yeah, man. Fucking.
Show us your butt.
I'm still a little butthole, boy. Well, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
before
we're
I go
done.
into what I was gonna go into next.
Yeah.
It was about to get real fucked up.
I was about to just get extra weird.
Did I tell you about the Bugs Bunny video that got taken down by Warner Brothers? And they took it down, claiming it as non-parody. And it was basically a video of Bugs Bunny basically sexually assaulting Elmer Fudd. Or no, the dude who like goes around with the shotgun. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd. Like just saying terrible things to him, and just like it's this fat, disgusting Bugs Bunny, just like.
Ooh.
You look like you got a tight little man pussy on ya.
Ooh.
And it's just like, okay. And they took it down, had it removed as non-parody.
Dang. You know that past Warner Brothers quality assurance, there's like tight man pussy. Yep. Let it
Got
fly.
'em, yep.
Disney Channel. Like,
Yep, absolutely. They
gotta
let it
compete.
air. They let it air. I remember it.
Fuck it.
Man, my favorite old cartoon, like that will always stick with me forever as being the #1 favorite, would be one specific episode of Tom and Jerry. One in particular. And that episode is Jerry's cousin. Do you ever remember that one?
No, actually.
So Jerry's cousin is
Oh
like this,
wait, yeah.
he's
that
like this
drunken
little
fucking
mouse.
or something.
he's a little mouse that has this like little like 50s like bolo hat, right? And he's on
Yeah.
this trench coat, and he beats the shit out of everything, including all the cats. So Jerry writes a letter to his cousin because Tom's harassing him. Jerry's cousin comes up. That whole episode, he's just beating the shit out of Tom.
He is literally
And
fucking making Tom his fucking pussy.
basically, and that was the best episode ever because Tom couldn't do nothing to this guy. It was like superhuman strength mouse that was just beating the shit out of him.
What they didn't
Best
tell
episode
you
ever.
is he's actually the older version of Speedy Gonzalez.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Damn.
could be.
Dude, holy shit. That's like fucking... That's
Man, mind
insane.
blown.
Yeah, I don't even know. Loss of words. What's your fucking favorite goddamn little episode that you remember or show that you could say was your favorite as a young lad?
A young lad. What sticks
Hold
out
on.
in your mind?
I gotta actually think of what I was allowed to watch that didn't involve the public broadcasting station.
Unless it was Warrant Cherry Pie, right? Got him. That was his mom's favorite song, by the way.
Only on Guitar Hero.
Only on guitar.
She's my cherry pie.
Mm. Cold drink
Oh,
of
drink
water.
of water.
Sweet surprise. Okay, so you were saying it was
shit.
Mr. Rogers,
Yeah, I mean basically
public access, right? What was that?
public broadcasting station, like
PBS.
Oh,
PBS.
so you're thinking with
PBS.
Dragon Tales.
Yeah, I mean no, I didn't actually watch that. That was satanic because they were imaginary and therefore they had to be demons.
Damn.
Makes
Same with
sense.
Pokemon, Digimon, fun. I'm trying to think of like what animated stuff and just anything in general we actually like watched as kids that didn't involve that shit. I watched like Looney Tunes and stuff, but it never. I don't know. It didn't. None of it really like stuck, but that's probably because the whole time we were watching it, we were getting drilled into our brain how evil it was and fake, and you shouldn't be watching this crap. And
That's
so, like, I don't have a lot of like stacked up memories of like good shows and stuff until after I was in like my teens,
Okay.
and like honestly probably later teens, like after I turned 16 17, started driving and doing stuff. That's when I started really like watching movies and shows and delving into them and all that. And like one of my favorite shows, and it's beating a dead horse on the internet basically, but Firefly.
I don't know what that is.
I have that downloaded, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's a good show. There's an episode of that has stuck with me more than any of the other episodes, and it's called Out of Gas.
No
And
spoilers.
basically the story of it, what goes on in it is there's a thing happening like real time, but a good chunk, 90% of the episode is showing like how the crew of the ship all kind of came together, how they ended up meeting up. It's basically telling the backstory of all of them, and it's and the way they handle the episode is just really, really genius to me, because they use flashbacks and a lot of stuff, but it's how they use the flashbacks and how they tied it to what's happening in like real time that's really, really tasteful and good, and none of it like overtakes anything else.
Okay.
So I won't spoil anything by like going into detail on it, but it's a really, really good episode.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. What about you, Marshall?
Uh,
Oldest, most memorable, never forget show moment.
well, honestly, I really don't remember too much of like anything, but I just remember, if I could say that I do remember one thing, it was like getting back from school and just fucking watching Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you used to fucking record them on VHS.
Yep, I even bought the VHSs. I actually have a whole box of VHSs. Like, you remember when they have the thing on the side of the VHS where like was a partial part of a picture, like, and then if you got all the saga, you got like a badass picture.
Right. Yeah.
I have almost all of one of the Frieza sagas, but I stopped buying them or collecting them. I had like no money. Somehow I was bargaining for these fucking tapes as a child.
I know that we always were like hustling real hard at the fucking flea markets.
No, you're the fucking flea market hustler, Ben. You know that some flea market shop owner sold Marshall, who was probably 8 or 9 at the time, a 2-foot-long machete / brass knuckle knife /
Actually,
sword.
It's right here.
Look at, he's gonna show it.
I can't see it.
If you have to do the stream loaded up if you wanted to see it, but
No, unacceptable.
dude, this thing is like that long, and it was probably half the length of Marshall's body. And this
By the
dude's
time
like
I get there.
a child,
Yeah.
and then he just sold it.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Still has it.
Yeah, my dad
Dude still
actually
has it over
well,
20
as soon
years
as
ago.
oh, my dad told me the story. He's like, as soon as he fucking saw us come home and I had this thing, which he immediately was like, "What the fuck do you have that for?"
He
And
found it under Marshall's bed.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Hey, man.
his like 9-year-old son's bed.
I was always ready, dude. Like, just know.
Can you imagine that shit? Like, if you,
I wish a motherfucker would.
Dude, man, I swear. I don't even know.
yeah, that was too good.
Yeah, I bet you this thing felt like fucking, like a lot more heavy, like in an 8-year-old's hands. Like he was like fucking wielding
Yeah,
a
it's
sword
like
or something.
Two-handed.
Right.
You can
Yeah.
fucking-
I put both hands fingers through the fucking brass knucks and shit. Yeah.
A fucking
See,
child.
it's funny that you talk about that, and like knives and them getting taken away, because that's something that, as far as like my upbringing, was actually really cool about it. Because when I was 8, I made a knife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out if it's up here. I think it is.
You made it out of popsicle sticks or what?
No, I made a knife.
Damn. Who
My
had?
dad was teaching a class on building a muzzle-loading black powder rifle,
Wow.
and while he was teaching the class, I went with him because I was homeschooled until junior and senior year. For anyone who didn't know,
Mm.
Oh.
So while he was doing that, I went with, and I built a knife that I could swear is up here somewhere. It's down here. No, that's old game systems and such. You know what? I think I know where it is. 1 second.
Yeah, it fucking sucks that I can't really like just vividly remember shit from times past. Fucking, sucks. Like G always tells me all the time, he's just like fucking, oh yeah, you remember this like in high school, or like you remember this and like that and whatever. And I was just like, oh, not really.
Mm.
Kind of sucks.
True. You lost a good amount of memory with your brain aneurysm.
Yeah. And I know I like always fucking say like it'll always be kind of like the meme like, oh yeah, oh well, I don't know, I had brain surgery. But yeah, I mean like realistically I did absolutely lose quite a bit of fucking memories that quite a bit of memories, but hey, guess what, I'd trade those for fucking for being here right now, which I did.
Seriously.
But
Seems like a pretty good trade-off to me.
yeah, I mean, who needs memories? You can make new ones, It just sucks when you can't recall. I mean, it just sucks for the moment, but
There it is.
Hey, you just gotta make new ones.
yeah,
That's what it is.
that's what's happening.
Oh dang, look at that
you
little
made
bitty knife.
that. Damn.
You made that as a child?
Yeah, I was like 8 when I made this.
Still got the blood stains on it.
Yeah. You have to stab the teacher, as is tradition.
As
when you
is
make a
tradition, and you need to drink his blood so you can steal some of his fucking strength.
It's been a hot minute since I sharpened it, but it still shaves hair pretty good. Not great, but pretty good.
I see hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I see some hair. All right.
So, yeah, that's the cool thing about when I was growing up is I learned how to like make knives and shoot guns and bows and stuff and camp and kind of got survival things just taught to me because my dad was military and stuff, so that was our like bonding was that when he was at home.
Yeah.
And that was like the most fun stuff I did when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
We built a little bridge over like a creek. My sisters and I would go out in the woods at one of our houses and build forts and all kinds of stuff like that. And then we moved out into the middle of nowhere, and that's also when I discovered that I apparently should have been left-handed when I was born, and instead grew up learning how to be right-handed. And so I shoot like bows, rifles, and everything left-handed, and a lot of stuff I just tend to do kind of instinctually that I didn't get taught left-handed. So that was a weird thing to learn, and I learned that from an archery club I ended up joining.
Damn.
Because they were like, man, you can't land a shot. Try it this other way with this bow. And then they were like, oh, you're nailing like everything. And I was like, well, it's probably because I can't see for crap out of this eye.
Why can't you see out of that eye?
It's just bad. It's always been bad.
Just a bad eye. You're a
So-
bad hand.
Even with my glasses, if I'm looking at your shirt and my screen right now, I can tell that there is an F and a C and an S.
Close.
That's
It's actually a cash sign. This is a D, and this is a Z.
Cash
Sorry,
money.
man. You have bad vision.
shit.
It's Cash Zard Films. That's what
Got
it is.
Got him. Represent to the fullest.
Perfect
Cashazard.
execution on that. I would never know.
That's it. Marshall, yeah, keep yours. Yeah, you're doing it good by making your video on top of the other ones and just stretching ours a little bit.
Yeah, I got it, dude. Just,
Yeah, that looks
just
good.
keep watching. You know. I'm doing the best I can on the fly.
Man, you're doing it good.
Hey, I'm doing it better than NALCS's fucking productions.
All right, so what you guys have planned for topics?
So it was just gonna be, talking about. I mean, since we always talking about gaming and stuff like that, but like,
Okay.
I know that we had gamed quite. I mean, that was what we fucking did. And
Back in the day.
back in the day gaming, and like, and it's funny that it's just like, well, I guess the good things. I remember some of the things of like bits and pieces of like gaming back in the day and what we played. I remember that Mama Lena got you a 64 and me a PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
and I got Tony Hawk, I think, maybe, or did that come later?
Yeah, Tony Hawk. I know it came with like a couple of games. Yeah, Mama Lena saved up all the money that my parents paid her to watch us to buy us a brand new PlayStation and Nintendo 64 for some Christmas, I think, or something like that.
I don't remember.
Just like hundreds of dollars, and
Yeah,
they were paying her
back when
probably
they
like
first fucking dropped, man. So like
Yeah.
and
they were probably paying her like $3 to $5 an hour to watch us.
And honestly, like, I don't even like really like how much that actually meant. Like, I didn't appreciate that until like, now, as an adult, like I fucking like holy shit, that is like so insane.
Mm-hmm. We had no idea as kids. We're just like, oh, cool, video
Right.
game console.
We were
but
just fucking. Well, I mean, I'm just talking about me, but like I was a fucking just like piece of shit, like little kid, like fuck yeah, I need fucking toys, dude. I can't, dude. Yeah, I was definitely ungrateful, but definitely now I'm so fucking like, oh my god, it's insane, dude. I think about that a lot actually. Just like what
Yeah.
she did for like us and my mom and dad and stuff, and
It's nuts when you think about it once you get older.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's like for me, the first brand new console I have ever owned, and by that I mean actually bought it new at a store, was my PS4.
Nice.
The PS1 that I had came from some friends. They got a PS2 when it came out, and they gave me their old PS1. My PS2 that I had was a gift from other friends. My original Xbox was like $40 at a pawn shop, like 2 years after the 360 had come out. My 360 I got like 5 years after it had been out, refurbished at a pawn shop as well. And my PS3 was at a GameStop used. And then the Xbox One I bought off of a dude who was all like, I want to get the One X, super cheap. And I sold that later on because I just never used it. And now I've got a bunch of friends who are like, I wish you had an Xbox. We could play together. Well, no one I knew when I had one existed.
Those Xbox friends. Lol.
I remember, so my oldest game systems, how that went down was the first game system that I believe I got was a Sega. When Marshall and I both got a Sega Genesis from my dad. It was like, no. Actually, we had an original Nintendo. We never had a Super Nintendo. We never had a Super Nintendo. We had
I
an
think
original
Dad
Nintendo.
said that he fucking had like he had given us like an Atari or some shit too.
No, there was a neighbor that had an Atari in the Clayburgh Street, and we went and played on their thing.
Oh boy. You guys ready for a fucking blast?
Uh-oh.
Depending on what kind of blast.
Dang!
Super Nintendo. Got him. You had to have
So-
the
Still
lung
got
power.
So here, the oldest consoles. So man, I just knew I was a nerd from day one, man. Like, original Nintendo came out. We had like the Zelda game. We had Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3, and then all the stuff. And then of course all of the cartridges just decided to stop working one day. You had to blow fucking hard in them, just like you had to do like your perfect technique of blow condensation and spit into this thing so it reads perfectly.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you could only do it. Like, it couldn't be anybody else. You'd be like, you're blowing it wrong. Like, and then
Right.
grab it from them.
Let me do it.
And then Sega Genesis was the next one up. And that we had, like, Sonic. We had NBA games. We had football games. Like, Madden, the big, tall-ass one. And then also, that was Phantasy Star. Remember that one? We had Phantasy Star on that. And then Mamalina gave us the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, which kind of the games evolved from there. And then we moved to San Antonio, and Marshall got an Xbox. I forgot how, but he had an Xbox. Dang, which one? What is that? Oh, Yoshi's Island, nice.
You
You want to know the
probably-
craziest part of this?
Let's hear it.
This bad boy still works.
Damn.
Is it heavy from all the fucking data saved on it?
It gets literally heavier.
It does. Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little stack of old games sitting over here. One that I was surprised, a dude who like collected old games back when I worked for Dish didn't even realize existed. I don't know if you guys remember it. Was Jedi Power Battles.
I remember that. Oh, I never
Yeah.
played it, but I remember of it.
Game was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Um,
Just like they all fucking were, basically.
yeah, back then, dude, games were on a different level,
Yeah.
and everything was
um,
limited lives. Sorry, continue.
No,
keep
you're
cutting
good.
you off.
So I appreciate the we're talking.
Yeah, we're
What was
chatting.
it? So we had Marshall had an Xbox
I don't know how.
somehow.
I don't know how
And
it
we had
happened.
Halo 1,
Yeah.
Halo Combat Evolved,
Yeah.
and then we also had Fable 1. I remember when that game. It was like that was the first game I think Marshall bought that was like promoted. Like we watched commercials about it. They're just like, own the city, like buy houses, and you can take control. Like, and it's still an RPG style game. Like, and Marshall, we had Fable in that one.
Yeah.
And then I always remember the fucking "Hello lad, I'm a trader." Like, it was the fucking one of the first things you ever saw in that game. Some guy came
What
up
are
to
you
and
playing?
he sounded just like that. "Hello lad, I'm a trader."
trader.
What are you selling?
That's all Resident Evil.
I know, but I never played the original Fable, so.
Oh, it's great. I beat it multiple times, and then we beat Fable Remastered multiple times.
I
Fable
beat the
2.
second and third one. Or no.
See, I never played the third
no,
one, actually.
No, I played the first and third one. The second one is the one I never played.
Dude, so get this. The second one is what launched my oldest YouTube career. Like, if you go to YouTube right now and search Fable 2 cheats, my video will be there from like 14 years ago. Like, I'm gonna do that because I'm curious now. But it has almost 1 million views.
Hold on.
Let me look.
Fable
Fable 2
Two.
cheats.
cheats.
Okay. It is 4th one down, 5th one down, 6th one down. Those 3 are mine.
Holy shit.
Dude, yeah, look at that. 782,000 views, 272,000 views, 209,000 views. Look how old those are. 11 years old.
freaking years old, man.
Dude, those videos, because you know why I did that? Because so everybody got into YouTube for whatever reasons. I got into YouTube because it used to be a place where you can watch fist fight videos.
Yeah.
And I was at the age where I was like, I've been in a fight. I want to see other people in a fight or whatever it was. And so YouTube was like fist fight central. Then they've taken a lot of that away. But I made a YouTube account, and then I also I would always look up the website cheatcc.com to look for cheats for video games. Remember that? Remember that? Yeah. So
That and Cheat Planet.
Yep, Cheat Planet. So CheatCC had a Fable glitch on it of how to get infinite money, and I was like, oh shit! And so I did it. It worked. I was like, that's cool. I wonder if YouTube has this. It did not. Not even a trace of it. So I was like, man, you know what? I bought this capture card for these Halo videos. I'm about to make a Fable video, right? So I made a Fable Infinite Cheat video. That's what it was. Fable 2 Cheats, Infinite Experience. Fable 2 Cheats, Secret House. Fable 2 Cheats, Infinite Money. Those are the top 3. They fucking went immediately. I've never experienced that sense of a video going viral. Like, one day it was 1,000 views. The next day it was 30,000 views. The next day it was 50,000 views. Like, I was blown away as a fucking 15-year-old.
That's what happens when it's just not on there, though.
Mm-hmm.
People search for that shit.
Did you guys play Oblivion at all?
I played 3, which was so hard. Never played 4. Yeah. It was so hard.
Morrowind is so
Morrowind?
good.
Oh, dude, fuck, I remember Morrowind.
Remember
baby.
that one?
I
It
had
was so difficult.
so many hours in that game. I was god status in that
That one
game.
weapon that you fucking held it and you just fucking exploded, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then even with like the fucking cause oh man, fuck. I don't even like cause I thought we had some mad cheats on it or something.
Yeah.
And we tried to head it up and it still just like fucking lit us the fuck up and just like I don't know.
It was such a challenge for a kid who didn't know what to expect. Like, if they're used to like an FPS, quick, fast-paced game, and then they would hop into Morrowind, it's like, holy shit, dude! You're immediately die because you can't hit anything, and it's just like it was crazy.
I just like it because you could steal shit.
So Morrowind was the game that actually sparked my love of RPGs.
Yeah.
Because up until that point, all I'd ever played were like action games and shooters and stuff, you know. And then I got an Xbox and I played Halo, which we're not going to get into the story of how I convinced my mom to let me get that game. I got really, really good at bullshitting my ass off.
Nice.
And then I found Morrowind, and like a friend of mine was all like, "Oh, I've got 2 copies of this. Just to have this one." And I was like, "Sweet, I don't have to explain shit." So I got that and I started playing it, and it pissed me off for like a week straight. But at that point in time, I was just like, "No, fuck this game. I'm gonna get this shit down." To this day, I have never completed the main quest line in that game.
Nice.
And the reason for that is
on the computer.
I had put
What's up, James?
Oh, same here. I had put like 500 plus hours into the game, and I went back to go and continue the main quest. And in my exploring and doing other shit, one of the things in the main quest is to go to a ruin and find a cup, a specific cup. And if you remember in Morrowind, they don't give you quest markers. They tell you directions on how to get places. And literally just go, figure
just
it out,
one more.
use the map.
Thanks, baby. No, you're good.
Um,
Everybody, my wife. Hold on, Ben. Wait 1 second.
Hey,
my
Lisa.
wife.
Hi.
She's beautiful. Carrying our child.
Jack Archer.
The lady.
So keep on going.
Oh,
The cup.
so
You had to
yeah,
find a cup at a ruin.
Morrowind doesn't give you trackers for things.
Not at all.
They tell you where stuff is, and they expect you to figure it out.
Yep.
Duh.
I'd been to this ruin before. I looted the ruin.
Oh.
And you sold
And
the
you sold
fucking
the cup.
cup.
No, I took the cup. It was nothing special. It's just a fucking cup. It has a different, like, sigil on it somewhere. Nothing in its words makes it seem anything important. And I wouldn't, if I tried to sell it, it probably wouldn't have let me because it's a quest item. But you know what it did let me do?
Uh-oh.
Somewhere on the map, that cup was sitting on the ground in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Over
Damn.
encumbered. You were over encumbered.
Couldn't finish the game.
That
And
sucks.
I've just never gone back to finish the main storyline.
Damn.
That sucks.
That's tragic.
I remember being curious about how it ended because I never got past maybe first like 5 hours of the game because it was just too advanced for my little brain. And then so I was like, how does it end? All you do is kill one dude at the very end. That's it. Final mission is killing one guy. And I remember watching a speedrunner. So I was like, he goes, beat Morrowind in like 12 minutes. And I was like, what? And this dude fucking does it, or something stupid, some real crazy time like that.
12 minutes?
I watched the whole thing. This dude glitches his way to an item, then he glitches his way to a house, gets another item, does this thing where he like makes a potion. He seriously like combines and makes a I don't take fall damage potion, and then does some glitch to launch himself across the map.
No,
That
yeah,
was
it
one of
was
those
this.
games-
It was a scroll of fucking something. Because remember, you'd get it in the beginning of the game. Remember, dude? I do remember that actually, because I fucking.
I think it's like Scroll of Featherfall or something like that.
Yeah,
Yep, something like that.
And then you jump and you fucking go fucking far as shit, and then you fall and die. I remember.
I made
that.
a
Yeah.
spell.
I remember.
So that guy
launched
did
me.
it. Yeah, he did it, right? And so Morrowind was the game where once you reached the edge of a loaded square of the map, it would be like loading this section of the map. It would freeze you, and he just went flying, and it would freeze him like 9 times until he finally made it to where he needed to go. And then he just beat this guy like level 1. He just grabbed all this shit, glitched inside the main thing. He didn't need no cup, and then he just fucking won it.
Damn.
And then I remember at the very end, he was like, he goes, and this is my video, also screw Ben. He doesn't, he doesn't need a
Fuck
cup.
that
Oh,
cup,
dude,
bitch.
I
Yeah.
saw that fucking video.
That was it.
He's
yeah.
like, fuck Ben, he has a bald ass head.
Yeah. He don't have no
I mean, I
fucking
didn't
cup.
back then.
And he's probably eating
Actually, I had
food.
long hair back then.
Yeah, but he said also that it wouldn't be spoken of until like way farther fucking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
This
He was-
video will never be mentioned to you until after you've lost your hair,
Right.
bitch.
It's
Right.
true. Yeah.
And
It was
I
a crazy
didn't-
dude
I
from the
didn't
future.
quite understand what that meant. SATX, SATX, SATX.
San Antonio Statics?
I don't know.
SATX.
Could you shout
What's
me
up?
out? Could you
We
shout
shouting.
me out?
Let's see. So after Morrowind for Xbox, so here's the thing of how I started getting consoles was Marshall bought an Xbox, played a lot of Halo, and then had Fable. We played a lot of that together, and then Halo 2 came out, right? Halo 2 was like revolutionary. Xbox Live, play with friends. I wanted to play it. Marshall was super dick of a brother, and he wouldn't let me play it. And he was just like, "Nah, it's my fucking Xbox. If you
Shut
want
the
to play, you gotta
fuck
buy
up.
your own."
You're a
So I
fucking
saved
liar.
up. I swear to God, I saved up, went to GameStop, bought a used original Xbox, and bought Halo 2 just so I can play it without having to deal with you. And I played the shit out of Halo 2. And then,
Man, back
Yeah.
in the Xbox, like the original Xbox days, I almost said the Xbox One days because it was the first one.
yeah.
Screw you, Microsoft, and your numbering system. I got stupidly good at Halo. Like I didn't have internet or anything growing up, and I'd go over to friends' houses, and they had Halo, and I would play like with them, and I would fight them, and we'd go through and like beat the game on Legendary in a day and stuff and everything else. Like we just got disturbingly good at it, and then I started playing online a little bit when I was at friends' houses and could just steamroll teams. Because back at that point in time, if you could beat the games on the hardest difficulty, you were actually really good at multiplayer, as opposed to now where they're two entirely different beasts, and what you do in a campaign means essentially nothing.
That's a fact. And James, I'll answer your question here in a bit.
Yeah, I just know, and whenever fucking Halo came out, I do fucking remember that me and G were like mad raw at that shit, and we were absolutely fucking
Remember Ben, who lived up the street?
Asian
Hi.
Ben.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
Ben.
John's here.
Hey, spent 8 months
What
in
up?
Afghanistan.
Ben and
playing
I
Halo
played
2.
Halo 2 together, and we were really, really good. Like, we got legendarily good kind of deal because that's all we had to do. That was all that was fun to us. And you could, back then, remember Xbox Live 2-month passes? Remember 2 months when they, like, dealt those, like, fucking drugs? Like, it's, yo, get that 2-month generator, like, shit. And, we, Ben and I played so much Halo that we made our accounts. My very first account was Serious Josh. I remember that because I didn't know what to make it. And then my next account was Yeah Freaking Way.
Dude,
and then
what
Ben
was-
made No Freaking Way.
What was me
And
and,
then-
G's and fucking like,
G's was So Freaking Way, or no, yours was like maybe Freaking Way. Like we lost track. We went off rails. Like it was because
But
we
Almost
but
freaking way.
before
had
that,
it was
Kind of.
NO freaking way, then YA freaking way, then SO freaking way, and then like G or somebody was like maybe freaking way, and it was like broke the chain. But
yeah,
but we played so much
Go.
of that. Go freaking way. Yeah. We weren't smart enough to do that.
Shame.
But
I don't- what
so we
was
played
the things before that? Do you remember
Huh?
my fucking my gamer tag like before that? Because I can't fucking. I know it was something like I know that I do remember like the freaking ways.
Mhm.
We were always going into things and just fucking just doing
Man.
that and doing work, but
I
don't
don't
remember.
your old gamer tags.
Oh damn. Okay. No, it's all good.
I
I
don't know.
shot in the dark.
I don't. So
Dark in the
let me
shot.
see. Oh, let me answer James. James said he's happy to be your question. How and why do you start YouTube? I have a YouTube channel, but it seems very scared to put any effort in your own channel.
He said I'm very scared. I'm
Yeah,
very scared
he's-
to put effort on my channel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you stream on Twitch?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of reasons you could start a YouTube channel. You know, it's more like, what's your end goal? Like, what do you expect out of it? Is really what it boils down to. Do you want to be a tutorial maker like me? Do you want to be a gamer? Do you want to be a live streamer? Do you want to do, like let's plays? Do you want to do like all the crazy storytelling or whatever other people do, like a vlogger? You could be a ton of different things.
I've honestly
when it
been
comes to
tempted to
YouTube.
just read like short storybooks a couple of times because I've been told by a few people that I have a good voice for it.
Mhm.
So I've been half tempted to just like record short books that like I read to my daughter just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Dude,
That'd do it. Because then, you know what people do? They'd replay those for their kids because they're lazy. And then
It's
you
like an
become their
audiobook.
dad. Then you'd owe alimony. It's crazy.
Yeah, so there's a loophole, but there's also there's some
Yeah, you could be a
contingencies.
multi-father.
Yeah, but you also can you could cover your tracks. You know, I know how.
I mean,
it's for
bedtime with Babish was already a thing.
for a small fee. I can help you out. You know what I mean?
Story time with Thorgorn.
There you go. So I guess if you have an end goal in mind, like there's really nothing to fear if you are okay with it not taking off. Like if you're comfortable with no views for a while, if you're comfortable with, you know, no likes, no watches, low everything, it's never easy to start it off. You have to put work into it. You got to be consistent at it. You always got to you have to try to get the best possible quality right off the bat. And you always got to try to improve.
Well, I mean, as far as passive income is concerned, that is going to be very, very, very minimal because like that passive income is with the is coming with the assumption that you're going to automatically be getting paid, and that's like absolutely not the case.
I mean,
when starting on YouTube and on Twitch, there could be, but also with Twitch and YouTube, there are anomalies. You know, like you could if you were doing the right thing at the right time, whenever it's a very, very new, or unless you were just like a fucking flagrant god at something, you know, and it shows, you know, then that's where those instant paychecks can potentially come from. But that achieving that is like if you were just gonna be like a fucking start a band and fucking be like the next number one chart fucking band.
It's hard, and one of the main things you need to do is, instead of just uploading and praying people will find it on YouTube, is network. That's something that a lot of people don't do, but you really should do, is networking. Make friends, make YouTube friends, make Reddit friends, make a ton of friends, show them the links, have them watch it, get you those little bits of views, family, friends, share it to everybody, and then eventually that will start taking off. Once they share, it'll really help boost it and whatnot. So networking, knowing the right people, and then quality is a real thing. People like it sucks to say in a way, but you do need to really invest and put a lot of effort to making it look good and sound good. You know, that's what it boils down to. If somebody's watching a 24 frames per second video game clip that they recorded in 720p off a cell phone mounted on a tripod, nobody's going to watch that gaming video. But if you're recording 60 frames per second and 1080p from a capture card, and then, you know, fluid movement, it's going to look a lot better. People will watch it. So it's
Which
quality.
Is honestly
Keep going.
Part
sorry.
of why, like, my stream on Twitch, I don't get a lot of views, and I don't mind. Like, the reason I don't mind is because I do it for fun. I'm already playing the game. I'm already enjoying what I'm doing. I'm hanging out with my friends. I figured, fuck it, why not just start streaming it? If anything ever happens with it, cool. If not, whatever. I'm still having a good time. That's my whole mindset on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too, man.
But I don't get a lot of views, and people who do show up generally probably don't stick around very long. But a big part of that, and I'm sure Marshall can vouch for this, is my internet's unstable. My stream cuts in and out at random points. I don't have a lot of control over it because it's just my internet connection, period. I have 500 meg download speeds, and I have like 50 something up, so I shouldn't have any issue whatsoever. But I do, and I actually found out today that it's probably the spot that feeds my house, because I'm plugged into the most inconvenient of them in the entire town.
I want to say your real issue is probably you didn't watch Scrapyard Films how to stream on a bad PC video.
That's... Oh, you call my PC bad, bro?
No.
We'll put the link in the description.
Yeah,
no?
and if you have a good PC, you could also watch Scrapyard Films 9 steps on a better stream. And if you wanted that, if that didn't work, then you could watch Scrapyard Films how to stop dropping frames. Like,
see,
I mean, the options are limitless.
He's got it all out there and he's calling me out.
It works.
I'm in this video and I don't like it. I'm gonna go get ice so I can pour some Jameson and cry myself to sleep tonight.
All right, well, don't cry too loud.
Mm.
Also, I need to throw this trash out.
But yeah, so
what he was saying, I want to add on that about like just the fucking just streaming. Well, because when he's talking about streaming, it's on Twitch, and I know that James's question was about YouTube, and back when Restream was a thing that was free, like that's how I had this beer and booze. This is like just a completely new thing. I tried to, simultaneously stream to like a bunch of different platforms, and it uploaded maybe, I don't know how many videos, maybe 7 to my M Craig Gaming YouTube, but I never really like wanted to work on that because on Twitch I was really just, it was because I remember you said you can't do Mixer if you become an affiliate or Mixer or Twitch, like they don't like you doing that. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm not gonna be fucking streaming to multi-platform things. So
well, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, well, Mixer's not a thing. But
Oh, did Mixer die?
yeah,
Gonzies, 20
Mixer
seconds
fucking, they dropped the
this
bomb,
month.
dude.
Huh.
They'd completely shut down services.
Well,
But
that
yeah.
sucks for some people.
So I was
Yeah.
saying, I was adding on to what you were saying about just streaming because you like it doesn't matter, like and it didn't matter to me either, and I just wanted to stream just because I had the ability to, I had the fucking hardware and the internet. I'm drinking my beer with you
Cheers.
guys. Cheers. Hey man, cheers to you. This is the last of my Johnny Walker Blue, baby. The last of it. But yeah, so I fucking streamed like a fuckload, like all the time, and
Yeah.
it didn't, and like I didn't like streaming those fucking games that like were stupid popular. I remember you were telling me about some games, and I just really mainly streamed Terra and Monster Hunter, and that's about it. But dude, Terra was the one that fucking people. That's the one that got me affiliate on Twitch, really.
I mean, you can't go into it expecting to succeed quickly. You
Yeah.
have to go into it expecting
slow
to
burn.
work at it, and then eventually, if you try hard enough and consistent enough, and you have good quality, you will succeed at it. It takes different time for different people depending on what you stream. If you go into a completely saturated game like League or Fortnite, where there's already 100,000 people streaming, you're never ever gonna show up on the list, ever, to anybody. But if you stream something like Marshall said, Terra, which is like some low-key game, Monster Hunter, which is a pretty popular game.
It's a dead game, actually.
Oh, it's dead now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been dead, but like I played it and like whatever. But like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, well, I was actually like trying to. It was taking me a while, but I was getting to a point really, as far as and
Lies.
touching back to what you were saying about like, well, maybe you didn't directly verbatim say this, but for you did say you put in work, you make it to where people want to watch it, but it's like your stream is visually pleasing to somebody.
True.
So
Yeah.
where if they go on to it, it's it's just not like just a regular background or whatever. Like you have a backlighting and all that. You have obviously you put work and time and effort and many years into like what has become something that's in my opinion just very fucking successful. And I mean and I see that, but me going and me like the reason that my Twitch, like, yeah, I got affiliate, but like, dude, like that doesn't actually mean shit until like you get some donos or fucking whatever. But like I look back and I'm still and I know this now. It's just like, but why the fuck would somebody want to dedicate their time to watch a stream? Like, I mean, I don't. Okay, so what I'm saying is I didn't put a lot of work, or I didn't put a lot of work into the ambient aspect of the stream. And so, yeah, that's why. Maybe, and the only people that were ever watching were just like, okay, we're watching the gameplay, because obviously they're not watching it for the fucking scenery, And I mean, yeah, I'm a funny fucking guy, but like, there's a fucking I can go on any streamer that has 3,000 fucking 4,000 people, and if you look, if you don't look at what they're playing and you just look at the fucking surroundings and everything around, and then you take that and you're looking and then you compare that to like yours, like, which I do like a lot whenever I'm looking at streamers and stuff like that. I'm like, well, I mean, not only are they good at the game and they are streaming and they're quite popular, but like it's like a visually pleasing, atmospheric fucking like feeling to where like, hey, I could chill and watch this for a few hours,
Mm-hmm. Stream.
And that's so that's another thing that really, like, because you could definitely put out content, you could definitely do like this, that, and the other, but like if you know the whole gist, if you know the game, like you have to have if you could be the full package.
Yeah,
you
all
gotta,
aspects.
Yeah, all aspects of everything that like just check marks off to you being something that somebody could fucking actually dedicate time to, because
True.
People don't want to waste time. I know I sure as fuck don't. When I go on Twitch, I'm like, dude, who's the motherfucker playing this game that I want to watch right now that is actually like and it sucks, dude. But I am one of those people, and I should watch more small streamers, but I don't, and it's kind of there's few that I do watch, and it's like I don't watch enough, and we got to help each other out, but I get that, and but the majority of the populace that's on stream that is streaming to everybody wants to fucking see the person who's fucking 10,000 views, blah 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 blah, whatever.
True. You can't avoid it.
The come up is hard. The come up is stupid hard.
Yeah. That brings everything you said brings it back all to the original points of how to be successful in it. Which is good video, good audio, and networking. If you have all three of those things, those are your basics, your base of everything to just grow. And it kind of, when it comes to streaming, it's a little bit different because you do need, it's an absolute necessity to have good quality video and good quality stream. But when it comes to videos, like YouTube videos, like let's just say tutorials, my tutorials, it's okay to have decent quality video, maybe not the best quality, maybe it's a little blurry here, maybe it's a little noisy there, but as long as you have good audio, that overpowers it. People will still power through bad video if you have decent audio, but if you have great video and shitty audio, nobody will watch it.
And you forgot to mention the fucking editing.
Well, editing too, yeah, editing as well.
If you're just doing video and audio on top of it, you definitely have to fucking edit that shit fucking to be visually pleasing.
That comes with practice and time. And like again, like you made up a lot of good points of if you want to succeed, watch people who have succeeded and learn from them. See what they're doing. Yep. Hey, they have this there. Oh, they have that notification pop up when this happens. Oh, they have this thing right here. Like, and you don't steal, don't copyright, but learn from it.
You gotta create.
How can you make it your own, in your own way to succeed? So that's what you were saying, Marshall. Like you see successful people, and you're just like, shit. Well,
right?
Because
I don't see the person, I see what's around it, and also
exactly. That audience is sick.
Right? Like, holy shit! Everything, like, you look like you're just in a fucking environment that is badass to be playing this fucking game, and I fucking dig that vibe. Like,
exactly.
It's. Yeah.
See, like I just got this thing because like since I've been doing a lot of YouTube, this thing behind me is my little RGB light. You see that right there?
Yeah.
So I got a little remote. Man, this thing's sick. I just go, oh, I want it blue. Nah, that's cool. Oh, I want it red. Oh, sick. Like I could have it any one of these colors. I could have it go different, all random colors or whatnot.
Okay, I was about to say pulse it, dude.
That's it.
We're Raven, dude.
So little things like this was probably, I think it was sent to me to do a review on, but if you wanted to buy like the littler version of this, it's like $20 for the fucking everything. Like something as simple as a background light to separate you the subject from the background creates depth, and that creates quality in a way. So
doesn't it like enable your camera to focus on you better? Like if it's not trying to focus on a bunch of different shit.
Well, I have my camera set to manual focus, so it never leaves the focus point.
For those of us who don't have a DSLR,
that's so. So once you get the basics down, we can go into the advanced. I can talk all about the advanced stuff because I've learned so many things about cinematic lighting, cinematic frame rates, cameras, 10-bit, high definition, or HDR, you know, things like that. So I'm currently like on a $2,200 DSLR. That's what's showing me at the moment, and that plugs into from HDMI to a $150 capture card into my computer. And then I also have a second capture card if I ever want to play, you know, console games, stream it right through my computer. So I've invested a shit ton of money into quality. I have a big ass key light right here, and then that's enough to have a bounce light off of my left side of my face, which is for your fill light. And then you have backlight. Normally I'd also have another light shining on my chair, which creates a little hair light. And it's just all these little things that makes you look more cinematic. And that makes it just look beautiful in a way, like just so crazy good quality that people are just like, damn, that shit's like a movie. Like that's my goal.
That's what
whenever
I'm looking
I do
at.
Anything. Whenever I do anything, when I'm streaming with you guys, I want to make it look the best fucking quality possible. When I'm making a tutorial, I want it to be so good, like you're watching a fucking Dos Equis like most interesting man in the world commercial, like how fucking good a quality that is. Like that's the kind of shit I strive for. You have to have goals. You can't just be like, well, I'm doing it, like, okay, but I don't have any direction or aim or whatnot, because then you get demotivated. If you have goals that you're striving for that you'll slowly reach, once you reach that shit, it feels so good, and you're just like, hell yeah, next goal, let's do it. You know, like there's so many aspects to creating something successful, like a social media style successfulness.
Absolutely, man. I fucking that like honestly, I really haven't like with my Twitch and shit, you know what I mean? I do love streaming just because I can, but like with this podcast, I fucking really feel like this is something like that I want to produce quality stuff, like quality fucking content, man. And you know, like if you've seen the first episode and you see up till now, I mean, like there's been some improvements.
That's exactly it.
And I'm trying very fucking hard to fucking like. I mean, obviously, with this bullshit that's coming around, fucking world going crazy as fuck, you know. As far as quality goes, you know, it is coming, but you know, like. It didn't you know, you didn't fucking do your shit just fucking overnight, dude. Like, I mean...
Fuck no. If you go look at my oldest videos, I still have them up there. No matter how embarrassed I am of them and how terrible they look and how low quality they are and how shitty they sound, I have them there to remind me of where I started and where I'm at now. That's really exactly what it boils down to.
Why I didn't delete the first 5 episodes.
Yeah, man. It's you have to realize that you're gonna start somewhere. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a lot. People aren't gonna like it, and then all of a sudden you'll find a couple people who do like it, and then you'll find a couple more people who like it, and then it'll just grow from there. And the rate that it grows at is astounding. I started my YouTube channel like 14 years ago. And it wasn't intended to make like a career out of it. That wasn't even an option back then. You didn't make money off of it. It was just did it because.
Like us now, baby. Yeah.
So I made it because I was playing Halo 2 and I saw a video called Red vs. Blue. And these people made a machinima.
Oh, I love it.
They made a movie out of a video game, and I was like, that shit, I want to fucking do that. So I went to Radio Shack. What's up, Ben?
Speaking of that stuff, you guys know Source Filmmaker?
Source, like the... I don't know. Keep going. Keep talking about it.
Are you familiar with a guy on YouTube called The Pruld? Pruld? He's Italian. Did you ever play Dark Souls?
Mm.
Have you seen the video of the Dark Souls characters dancing to "Take Me On," doing the thing?
Mm-mm.
I'll send it to you guys.
So link is going to be in the description, guys.
The link will be in the description.
he like what you're saying, like taking a game, making a movie, except he uses, I think it's called Source Filmmaker. I could be wrong on that. If Kraken Daddy's still in chat, save me, bro. But yeah, he uses that, and he takes like the models and makes short little videos out of them doing whatever. So like, there's one of them like just dancing along to "Take Me."
Is that the fucking video you posted in the Discord with that dude singing? The dude singing the fucking song, like, and it was like just like some orcs around a campfire and one was strumming a guitar.
No.
Okay.
No.
I was about to say, because he sounded kind of Spanish.
It's the same dude. He's the same guy, and they're those were Death Claws from Fallout, actually.
Nice.
And they were singing "Country Roads."
Oh
by
my
the
goodness.
way.
That's awesome.
Except it was a terrible Italian people's trying to do it in English rendition of "Country Roads." So instead of "Country Roads, Take Me Home," it's "Country Roads, Take Me Home."
And then he
to the
fucking,
flag.
oh my god, and the subtitles, dude. It was just like, oh
It's
no,
so good.
That's
It's
awesome.
so good.
it was fun.
See, and that's exactly what drove me, and what my first ambition in YouTube was. I want to make those. They called them machinimas at the time. Machine cinema. I don't know how they came up with that, but that was what it was. Halo 2 machinimas. So that evolved. That was really the biggest spark on.
Did we
it
do
was Halo
anything
2.
like that? Did we ever do anything like that?
Maybe I did a ton of it. I think you may have been a part of a couple.
Yo,
What's up, your friendly amputee?
What up, motherfucker?
So these people made these awesome Halo videos, and I was like, I want to do this, and that got me into modding Halo 2, because I was able to make you have like no weapon, so I could be the cameraman, and then I was like, okay, well, we got to make myself fly, so I flew around so I could put the camera anywhere, and then I got into that shit, and it was just, I was recording their voices off of their receiving what I heard from Xbox Live chat. That's the quality that I got, which was
That
terrible.
was just awesome.
So I went to Radio Shack, and I was like, I asked the guy, I'm like, do you have a capture card? I want a capture card. I want to put it in my computer and then capture video games like to that. And it's like, oh, we got this thing right here, which was a maximum quality of 360p. So think how good that was.
Back then, that was fucking, dude, that was HD.
So that was, I had to play the game, and I had to convert it into a coax converter, and then the coax went into the capture card, and then the coax came back out, and then reconverted onto the TV that I was watching. So I I ripped the quality out of whatever my source was, because it converted down to this terrible ass converter. And so my oldest videos are the maximum quality are 360p. That's what I started on. And then I started investing a little bit more once like I could afford it, because I was working for my grandparents as a wire installer for their company. So I saved up a little bit of money and then bought this thing that allowed me to record in 480p. I was like, damn, moving up in the world.
Damn, stepping up, dude.
Woo!
Upper echelon.
It was good. And so then I did that for the longest time, then I kind of like dropped off that, and then I finally saved up enough money to where I wanted to continue doing it, and I bought a Blackmagic Intensity Pro, which let me record in 1080p, 60 frames per second, and that was like game changing, obviously.
Yeah.
And so you'll see the evolution in that of if you look at my old videos. But then I kind of just continued on. So I guess I could give a brief rundown of my YouTube career on how it, evolved to what it is. But it was, let me see.
Biggest for 17.
SATX. I'll answer your question here in a second. Let me go with that.
To answer your question, Matt, friendly amputee, yeah, dude, night's going good. This is my fucking brother from the same mother, and then my brother from the on the left hand side of the screen. This bald one, no relation, but fucking bro from a different mo. That's a fact.
Okay, so I created a YouTube channel in 2004-ish, something like that. I didn't think of making a career out of it. I didn't even think of making money off of it. And then those Fable videos went viral, and I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna play on that. Like, I'm gonna try to do more Fable videos because, you know, obviously that's what's hot right now. Let's fucking make it. Then I made Halo videos, and then I stopped. I made one a year. Like, I completely dropped YouTube at that point because I wasn't making anything off it. Nobody would accept me as like a part of a Machinima clan or whatever it was, and so I just kind of dropped it. And then all of a sudden I made a tutorial video out of nowhere, like in 2010 or something. Just I was like, I'm gonna try it out, like, for some reason, because I don't know why I did it, but I did it and it kind of gained some traction. And so kind of from there I started making a little bit more tutorial videos. Then I still dropped it for a while. Life happened, life got in the way, and and so I was like, no, I don't need this. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what it was, but I was like, you know, I can make tutorials again at this point. I got my new job, you know, my wife and I moved to Houston, and so I saw that these people had 300,000, 500,000 like subscribers, and they're making these videos, tutorial videos on this video editing program that I've been using since the 7th version, which they're on version 17 now, Vegas Pro. So I was like, I already know how to do all that. How the hell they have millions of views on these fucking tutorials that are just terrible looking? Because this is going back to video quality, audio quality, and then production quality, like editing, you know. So they had these terrible ass tutorials. So I was like, I can do that. And so what separates somebody who wants to succeed and will succeed from somebody who wants to succeed but doesn't want to try hard at it is you have to be willing to accept no is the answer and failures. You have to be like totally cool with failing. You'd be like, hey man, fail 10 times, I'll succeed that 11th time. Like, you have to have that mentality.
The worst they can say is no.
That's gonna happen. It's truly is.
Worst thing's gonna happen on Twitch is I just don't have anyone watch me that night.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. I mean,
I still had fun.
Exactly, and that's what matters. Because then I saw that these people made these tutorials on Vegas, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make these tutorials on Vegas because those look terrible, and I could do it better. You know, I wanted to try it, so I made like 10-ish maybe or something like that over the course of a time, and then because I'm cool with a motto I live by is you might as well ask because the worst thing they could say is no. Like that's truly it's a thing you can do. Be like, go to a fast food restaurant and be like, hey, can I get an extra drink with that? Like, what are they gonna say? No. It's like, but if they say yes, guess what? You got a free fucking drink. Like, something as simple as that. So I learned all about Vegas Pro and how it got bought out by Magix in 2014, and so I emailed Magix, the creators of the new creators and owners of Vegas Pro. I was like, hey, what's going on, guys? Like, my name's Josh. I really like your Vegas program. I've been using it since whatever. It's cool that you guys took it over. I feel I want to make tutorials for it. What do you guys kind of do with like sponsorships, if possible? Like, I want to sell and promote your program while making great content in the process. And then that dinged off a lot of people in the Magix realm, like in their corporate world, and then hit the right social media people, and they email me back. They're like, tell us more. Like, what you got? You know, like they were interested. Like, I worded it just right. Told them about it. Be like, hey, I understand y'all want to make money. I want to make tutorials. Like, I want to build a partnership. Like, I know my shit's, you know, pretty low quality now, but it's gonna improve. And my ultimate goal is to be the #1 Vegas tutorial creator in YouTube. Like, here are the top people that are currently right now. I can make things better than them. They just have a ton more subscribers than me. And so they're just like, you know, we'll give you a shot. And they did. Like, worst they could say was no, which I was expecting that. But then they said, hey, you know what? Here you go. Here's a key to Vegas Pro 16. You keep making some tutorials, like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, oh shit, it's on.
That's that moment where you're just like, oh, yeah, that worked.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like,
man,
thanks.
you're going for broke, man.
Basically, I was like, no tutorials, and then just like ghost them. No, I'm joking, but
You still use the program.
so so I made these tutorials. I made like 20 more, you know, and you could see them all. Like all of a sudden, it was like 2017. It's like my YouTube started back up, and then that's when I had the goal in mind. You know what? I can make money off this. I can make a fucking career off this. People are making so much money off of doing nothing. Residual income. Literally just nothing. They make a video and it just increases that residual income number. That's what it is. And I was like, I could do that. I want to do that. So I made a ton of videos, and then all of a sudden, you know, they got a little bit of views. You know, not too many, but they got in the right spot. And it's all about networking at that point. You have to go in the right subreddits. You have to go into the right. You have to make the right friends. You have to like do all that kind of stuff, because you can't necessarily succeed on your own unless you get really, really lucky. So here's how this went down, which is a side branch of that. So I had a lot of free time on my hands while at work, and so what I would do was I would go and on Reddit, which I would go on Reddit like every day, and I found that they had a Vegas Pro, like a Sony Vegas subreddit, and I was like on that. They had a few thousand subscribers on it, and so I was like, you know what? How about I become a moderator of one of these Vegas Pro specific video editing subreddits and just kind of promote my shit on, like, you know, low key promote it and whatnot. So one thing led to another, and I became the moderator of every single Vegas Pro subreddit. Somehow I convinced the owners to give me permissions to do that, right? And then I also got the permission for the, like, reddit.com/r/Vegas Pro, the actual just like words, that subreddit. I shut down every single subreddit except that one. And then I built that one from the ground up and made it beautiful and made it just a welcoming Vegas Pro thing. And I was like, this is your new source. Everybody, if you want to do Vegas Pro things, go here. And I grew Vegas Pro. If you go to reddit.com/r/Vegas Pro right now, we've just passed 6,500 subscribers on that one. And there's no other Vegas Pro subreddit right now at all. And I built all that from the ground up. I learned CSS, like, you know, HTML, CSS, all the Reddit context and whatnot.
6.7 thousand.
That
Vegas
was
Pro,
from
official subreddit. Join. Start chatting.
That's man.
Where's the moderator so I can send him a message and tell him he's a bitch?
SY Film 64. That's the guy.
SY Film.
I heard he was pretty shifty. Watch out.
So here's the thing about this Vegas Pro subreddit. I made it a monopoly, really, is what it boiled down to. There's no other source of information on Reddit entirely about Vegas Pro except on that website. And so I go through a lot of that content, and I delete a lot of stupid shit, a lot of things, people begging for pirated copies of Vegas and all that stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, get that out of here. And then also when things show up, like, I always post my tutorials, like my new tutorials. I'm just like, hey, post it on Vegas Pro. And then anytime Vegas has a new sale, I'll post it on Vegas Pro. And so I use Vegas Pro as a big crutch to increase my viewership and whatnot. So I did that on my own, preemptively. And then when I emailed Magix, I was like, hey, I want to sell your product. I also, on a side note, own Vegas Pro. I'm the sole operator of this one subreddit, and there's no other subreddits on the internet at all about Vegas Pro. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. So that was a big reason I think they let me do that too. So I made a lot of videos for them. I could skip past this part, which is pretty basic. I made a lot of videos for them. They gained some views, and it all worked out pretty nicely. And so now, in Magic's eyes, I believe I am the #1 Vegas Pro producer because of the quality leap that I've made with all my videos and how they're getting views. So, like, here's another thing. I don't know if I told you this, Marshall, and I know I haven't told Ben, but about a month ago, I got an email from the social media representative from Magix, who I'm in contact with, and he goes, "Hey, just want to let you know, we want to use your videos and your presence on our website, Vegas Creative Software. The people who make the program,
Damn.
they go, hey, we want to put you on a featured artist, and we want you to be right there, and because you
didn't
make,
tell me that. Because you.
yeah, they said you make great stuff. So I'll send you all the links. But if you go to, let's just say, if you Google search Vegas Pro, and you do this, Marshall, real quick, and Ben, if you want to do this too. So Google search Vegas Pro,
Okay.
and then the first link should be Vegas Creative Software. Click that, and then go to their main website.
All right. Simple software download is the first thing up there.
I got
And
the
then
baby
we'll
boy
just
in the
pop on
hands.
over to that homepage.
Yep, and so it's going to bring you to Vegas Pros. So you should be at
Just
VegasCreativeSoftware.com, right?
/US. Yeah.
/US/Vegas Pro. So now scroll down a little bit, and you'll see tutorials on the right, like the little title bar. If you scroll down just a hair,
Just a hair, huh?
you know, like it says overview, what's new, features, specifications.
Vegas Post, Vegas Pro, Vegas Movie Studio add-on support.
Click on
Free
Vegas Pro.
online tutorials is in support.
No, click on Vegas Pro.
I think I went to the homepage. There we go.
True.
Tutorials.
So now, and you see there's two of them. There's showcases and artists.
Official
Click on
showcases
showcases.
and artists.
Click on showcases,
It's official.
and then scroll down a little bit.
Oh, look at that. Who's that guy?
Well,
That guy's a Vegas tutorial creator.
Well,
Look at that.
And then look below that, bunch of my videos. They put
Yeah.
this all on their website because they truly do appreciate and like the fucking tutorials I've made. Like I proved them right. I was like, hey, I want to be the fucking best. I'm gonna make great quality shit. Here's my proof. And then I did it, and they liked it. And then so that was on showcases. Now if you go back to tutorials, you scroll up and then go to artists. I'm also on that one.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah,
Right.
I know, right? Jizz.
You scroll down.
You never
shows
told me
that.
any of this, motherfucker.
Say what?
You never told me any of this.
I thought I told a lot of people as it came up, and then it dropped off because I thought I told. But I'm telling you now, isn't that a good time to tell you now too?
Tell me
anyways?
now, how long has this been going
About
on?
a month or so.
Wow.
I forgot about it, man.
Wow.
But I'm telling you now,
Okay.
because it's relevant as well.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
put me on their main website. Now, if you go up to the very, very top and you go to Vegas Post, you can do the same thing. Vegas Post also has the tutorials thing for artists and showcase, and I'm the only one who makes Vegas Post tutorials. I'm like on the whole internet right now. Like if there's other Vegas Post tutorials, they're not good or they're not popular.
Or they're not official.
It's literally
So if you go to
just
showcases,
you.
so if you go to Vegas Post showcases, I'm literally that's it. It's just Scrapyard Films. That's it. And if you go to Vegas Pro artists or tutorials, Vegas Post artists, then there's me and a couple other people. But I'm telling you.
Yeah, but some of those people are literally independent filmmaker editor. He's not talking about it. He's just using it.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
Alex
He's just like, they
Cheloff,
paid
who's in
him
the other
money.
one as well, and like, yeah, obviously he like it's a sponsorship thing.
And I'm just
You're
like
the only one just doing it.
YouTuber.
What up, boy?
Damn, dude.
So-
Talk about fucking started from the bottom. Now you're here.
I mean, if that's not a true, like, truly it, like, you're starting from nothing and you have to be cool with expecting to not succeed, like, quickly. Like, want to succeed, have the drive to succeed, but be okay with some failures here and there. Be okay with low views.
I don't know if this is a good way of putting it, but this is something that I've always kind of looked at things like. And people have given me a lot of shit for it. Feel free to. Hope for the best,
Expect
prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. That was something I did for a long time.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, I can stream all day long. I can hope I get views. But you know what? I'm also ready if I don't get a single one. And that's okay. I'm nobody right now. I'm absolutely nobody. I can't just start it and expect I'm going to have 7,000 viewers and just instantly be somewhere. I make jokes all the time when I'm doing stuff about how I'm never going to hit affiliate because like I just do things for fun. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not something I'm stressing about. It's not something, if you're going to do it, you should be doing it because you enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Don't do it because you feel like you need to do it. Do it because you want to do it. If you want to do it, you're gonna do it, and you're probably gonna do it well.
That's true.
I mean, you literally started doing it just for shits and giggles, and now you're here.
Yep. I mean, when it comes to it too, like, let's just say the making money portion of it. Like, I wasn't making money for the first, I don't know, 10 years of YouTube. Like, I wasn't expecting to make it. But all of a sudden, once I got that one popular video on, YouTube, once I started doing it, then I was able to reach the ability to monetize my videos. Then I remember the very first time I was like, hey, you reached monetization. I was like, yeah, I can start making money. Very first month, they're like, you earned $1. And I was like, yeah!
My first $1!
That was after taxes, right?
That was after taxes. And then the next one was, oh, you know what? It is before, I think it's before taxes. Everything I have to pay on YouTube, I have to pay the taxes of. Or everything that they pay me.
What do they have you as, what kind of tax?
1099, I believe.
Oh, 1099? Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I made $1, right? I was like, monetization, hell yeah, got it. Like, $1 a month. Next month was like $2, because I was like continually making the stuff. And the next month was like $4 a month, and I was like, it's nothing to live on, but hey, it's like I can get a coffee or something. Like,
it's $4.
And then
$4
so YouTube only pays you, or because YouTube's owned by Google, so YouTube only pays you once you reach a threshold. So once you make $100, then they send you a check. So you could be sitting at getting paid 19 months in a row until you finally hit that $100. Then they'll send you a check.
It's like Twitch.
That's how it goes. And so it really did escalate from there by specifically sticking to a schedule, increasing the quality of my production, and being reliable and a good source of information, and just doing that. And now I'm currently making $260 a month just off of YouTube. That's it, every month. If I were to stop making videos forever, I'll always make $200 to $260 a month. And that's what my ultimate goal was. I was wanting to make residual income, something I don't have to constantly work for. So that's what that is. And so I ventured
that's
into
what fucking 11 years of working towards this goal fucking built that residual.
Well, in a way, yes, but I never thought about it until 2 to 2.5 years ago. So this is only 2.5 years of work, of serious, I want to make money work.
But prior fucking,
yeah, I got lucky. I got lucky early on that I had viral videos that gave me 1,000 subscribers or whatever.
Right.
But, yeah, so currently, like, I'm totally comfortable with sharing my YouTube stats, but I make 1,000 subscribers a month. That's what my current stats are. It says you make 1,000 subscribers a month, and then I also make about 250 to 260 a month in actual cash, and then I get about 200 to 250,000 views on my channel a month, roughly. So it's pretty huge when you look at it like that.
Yeah, it's an exponential increase.
It's exponential. That's what it was. It started with nothing, and then it just kept doubling, and it's like, if you look at I could go back and look at the graph, the analytics, and the thing just goes like that, straight up.
It's a healthy curve.
A healthy curve.
Thick.
So then
thick ass curve.
So in my mind, my entrepreneurial, I guess the best way of saying it's mind, is like, hey, not all your eggs in one basket, right? So I was like, let me also make money on other ventures. So I was like, Amazon. And so I have you ever heard of Amazon merch? Like, if you ever buy a shirt on Amazon, All you got to do is upload a PNG, a Photoshop edited file, a PNG with a transparent background. They'll plop it. You upload it to them. They'll do all the work of distributing it, putting on whatever, and they'll just give you like a cut, like a 10% cut of what they make. And so so when Pokemon Go became a humongous thing, I made a bunch of Pokemon Go shirts, and I just
So I'm just gonna pause you for a second
go.
because we've had some comments. SatX has mentioned that he needs some help with Vegas Pro 17.
Oh yeah.
And wasn't sure about stuff. I don't know if you've got any videos to like shout out for him and stuff.
Let's see.
But
I could see this. So SatX need help with Vegas Pro 17 because you're rendering it for 2 hours, and when it's 100%, it said the video is being used by another program. How do you fix this? Well, SatX, there is one specific video I created. It's called How to Make Vegas Pro Run Faster. If you were to Google search that or YouTube search that, it's going to be the top result. So that thing, you will change 3 settings inside of Vegas. One of them's how your hardware acceleration is utilized, and you can disable the old legacy way that provides glitches. The other one is disabling a specific plugin inside Vegas, which allows Vegas to crash less and actually complete renders. There's one downside to switching the SO4 compound reader, which is you can't read 10-bit footage, but that's like high-end DSLRs. Like, it's not video game footage or anything like that. So I can put it in the description of the link, but watch and follow all the steps on this video, and then try rendering. So
Discord me the link, and I'll post it in there because I don't know if
it doesn't let us do it.
Let me.
I've tried, but since I'm not logged into the Beards and Booze one most of the time. I'm just logged into my own because obviously Marshall handles a lot of the stuff for this. I'm mostly just kind of here. So yeah, anyone who needs to know, if you message the Beards and Booze one and Beards and Booze responds, it's probably Marshall. Not because I don't care, not because I'm not paying attention to things, but because he's the one logged into it. I let him handle all of that stuff.
Yep.
If you see Thoragorn comment, if you see Thoragorn responding to something, that's me.
he found it.
Tight.
Cool. Nice. So follow those steps, and that will absolutely help at least like a good chunk of your editing. That usually fixes most problems. As you can see, it has like 40,000 views and 2,000 likes and like only double-digit dislikes because it just fucking works. So do that one. That should help your rendering. If for some reason your rendering still is kind of weird, render it in sections. Render like the first half, then render the second half, then put both those halves in a new timeline, then render all of that into a video. So try that, and hopefully that works for you.
And if not, you could find him on YouTube and definitely send him a message directly, which I will make sure to definitely put in the description. Your page for everybody to like and subscribe for quality fucking tutorial video editing, and just everything else, man.
Hell yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's see. So I was talking about Amazon ventures of making money. So remember when Pokemon Go came out?
Yep.
So that was like 2-3 years ago, right? I just got into Amazon merch at that point specifically to make shirts for myself, because you could just upload a PNG and you just be like, I want to order this shirt. They send it to you. So I was like, I can do that for Pokemon Go. I'll just barely make it not copyright infringement. Just barely. Like, I'm pushing that line hard. And so I made a bunch of Pokemon Go merchandise, like just basically specific team stuff, Team Instinct, Valor, all that stuff, shirts for that. Like, I made a ton of them, and they're all still live now. Like, and for a good section when Pokemon Go was booming, I was making like $200 to $400 a month specifically on Amazon from those shirt sales, shirts and pop sockets.
You just gotta get it while it's hot.
Yeah, man. And so I did that, right? And I was definitely launching my financial status up to where I can afford better things like a light or that light or the camera or whatever it was. And so, yeah, man. Amazon merch, Amazon affiliates, YouTube, and Patreon. Like, y'all got a Patreon. Y'all know all that stuff already, too.
Yeah.
Like, I just hit my 19th or so patron. And so, I mean, I appreciate that.
And if you are not a Patreon to this man, you should be. Anybody watching fucking that appreciates the content that he is putting out, please make sure to fucking visit. Which I will be at the end of this live stream putting links in descriptions, and I will be linking his Patreon. You can also find our Patreon, which is on there. We are obviously in the beginning stages of this, but very, very fortunate to have, you know, somebody who's fucking been through a decade of fucking trials and tribulations to become and is what you are today, and it's admirable, you know, to say the least. Just like the work, determination, you know, like, hey man, I fucking absolutely, dude. I'm you know, proud of this boy right here. He's my little brother. But man, you definitely did it the right way. You kept going.
So old Scrapyard here is probably close to my age then, huh?
I'm 29, about to turn 30.
So you're around a year older than me then, like year and a half.
That's about it.
Turned 28 a few months ago, back in April.
Yep.
So I'm all of y'all's fathers.
Yeah, whatever. Shit.
Granddaddy Crahan.
You could if you can't tell by the beard. If you can't tell by the beard, it's progressive. Well, I mean, I don't know. Look at like the left to the right. I mean, I should switch the cameras. But no, dead. I'm telling you, man. I fucking remember not too great of detail of things, but I do remember some fucking hilarious times in the beginning.
He may not remember everything, but he does remember things.
I remember some things.
Some things.
But you know, dude, from the fruits of your labor and what it is now, man. Holy shit, dude. It's commendable. It's admirable, you know. And fucking shit, dude. I don't even know, man. Like it's just like, you know, I feel like this it was a really good like almost a TED talk, you know, for everybody to fucking to like if you want to.
I feel like that was the real point of this episode.
And we absolutely hit the nail on the head with it, because like shit,
Yeah.
not a lot of people, like, I mean, we have all this, I mean, we have some people in here asking questions, you know, in specific to, you know, the program which he is a certified expert in. It's certified.
Literally.
You go to the fucking website. Like, literally, go to the fucking website.
On there.
This is the motherfucker. And, like, go to Reddit and, like, dude, again,
Which, by the way, I joined that subreddit. You now have another member.
This is
Hell
the
yeah.
this is
I
the
don't
motherfucker.
have Vegas Pro, but I'm gonna follow that shit because, you know, I support my boys.
I'm
Hey,
pretty sure I can get you a copy. I kind of know some people.
yeah, he might have the in on some things.
No way. You know someone involved with that? The statistics, look, the odds on that are full of all kinds of math.
Yeah, but the math on my end, I just calculated it in fucking Notepad. It checks out.
That's
It's
Notepad math.
absolutely a Notepad math, dude, because, you know, you're never wrong. But no, absolutely, man. Like, I'm fucking stupid. Oh my god, I'm really glad, man. Fuck, we should have had you on here sooner. Cause fuck, there's some people, like, you know, us including, that have learned a lot just from you, not, you know, prior of you being on here. You know, like, you've definitely shown like shed some light as to where we are, where we were, where we should be in the direction of going. And dude, I'm definitely accrediting a lot, if not all of the progress from just your information that you had fucking told us alone, man. Like it's just awesome that you have came this far, you know, and not a lot of people have been able to do it. And like you said before, there were people that have been putting shit out on the specific program that you have fucking used for fucking, you know, the better part of most people's fucking, you know, lives, like a decade, man. Shit. That 10 years, that's a fucking, you know, it's a considerable amount of time. And you know,
it's been more than that too, actually. It's definitely been
So
since.
didn't you say it's been like 14 years or something?
Yeah,
And it was just the last decade that you'd mentioned at one point.
well, yeah,
That's what it was.
Absolutely.
It was since Halo 2 came out.
which
Whatever
was
Halo 2, which was 2004, 5.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got this.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's gonna be at least
Halo
old enough to
2.
fuck. I mean, swear to God, in the time frame.
November 9th, 2004.
2004.
2004.
All right,
so
yeah.
That's
2004.
16
So
years.
that's
so
literally not
give it
legal in
1
Texas.
year.
Give it one
So
more year.
15 years I started video editing. 15 years ago.
So yeah, man, dude, you put in and you kept going, which was really, and which I've also have really like embodied and tried to like ingrain in myself with this in specific fucking venture was consistency. Consistently
Yep.
put it out. Have something that somebody can consistently look forward to seeing at a specific time. And if you're, and I mean, dude, it like the fruits of your labor, you know, obviously here you are. I mean, you know, it's not going to be you're not going to be fucking a raging millionaire, but like, honestly, like you're doing what you love for so long, and then you're actually fucking seeing you're seeing kickbacks, and you're making money regardless of what it is. It's residual, and I definitely appreciate that aspect of you know, the from where you started and to where you are now. Like, dude, that's what anybody could hope for, and like we're very, very fucking glad to have you on and talk about it. I mean, dude, you literally like, dude, you almost, it was basically a short story of how to do it. You know, now everybody who's watching this now just has to fucking dedicate, you know, and be consistent and just and persistent towards that goal that they want to attain. So they're gonna have to dedicate. They're gonna have to get that 10 piece at least. But
Well, I appreciate being on. Yeah, I appreciate talking about it. Like I mean, that's all I do on YouTube is teach, really. And so, what different is it to teach just how to get where I'm at? I'm not afraid of competition or anything like that. I mean, I would rather see and help people succeed, help you guys succeed, help everybody succeed. That's my ultimate goal, is to just see you succeed, you know. And once you succeed, if you fucking surpass me, guess what? Hey, why don't you just give me a shout out? Remember me, the guy who helped you succeed back there? Like,
yeah.
You know, go for it.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
kinda how it is.
in the realm that you were in, I don't foresee that happening. As far I see you, you know, you're gonna be like the Godfather. You're building yourself up to be the Godfather of Vegas, and that's pretty cool. And you know what? You saw it, and you fucking stabbed at it. You took a stab at it, and dude, fucking.
He saw, he attacked, he came, he went, he's still here. and he's doing it well.
And he's on the fucking website as an official motherfucker.
He's listed.
Like, dude,
I'm
an
on their
official.
website.
You are officially an official
He's a real
motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You are a real boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mom,
I-
I'm on TV.
I told him.
Not
I
yet.
was like, hey, I want to be. I think I am, and I want to be the #1 Vegas person. Like, yeah, that guy may have 300,000 subscribers, but this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I only got.
Have you seen his video?
And he started on fucking like some fucking stupid bullshit. Like he was
Yeah.
just a
Exactly. And when I initially emailed Magix to ask him if I can do videos for him, I only had like 3,000 subscribers.
I have
3,000. And that was only because they were a fuck ton of subscribers from 10 years ago. They were all dead accounts. Like, I didn't have active viewers or anything. It was just, I was like, yeah, I got 3,000 subscribers. And now I'm at 17,000. Like, I just passed 17,000 like 4 days ago or something like that. And it's just
Shit, yeah.
it's just consistently going up, man. Like, my goal is to reach 100,000, because then YouTube will send me a fucking plaque. Like, they send you the 100,000 subscriber plaque.
That's
I'll put
And
that
then you
shit
can hang
right.
that on the wall.
Damn, you
Right
said that, and
there.
I got a little
Yeah.
bit of goosebumps, Doug, because I know you're gonna get it, motherfucker. I know you're gonna get it. That's a fact, dude. Like
You're
you
growing.
fucking,
You got this.
you definitely, and it wasn't even really a like you fucking. I wouldn't even say sacrifice was even. You fucking bled for this shit, like, you know, you did it.
There are a couple. There are moments when it's like it's a lot to do, you know. Like upon new releases, like Vegas Pro 18's coming out in a week, and so like I'm like doing my best to try to like keep up with all that stuff that's happening. I can't go into too much detail, of course,
Obviously,
about
catch it
that,
on this fucking
but
channel.
let's just say it's like it's a lot, and there's some weeks every year that you had to put in a lot of time and a lot of effort into doing this. And so yeah, man, if once I can definitely say for sure that I will be giving away a free copy of Vegas 18, totally free, of a $400 program. I will be giving away a free copy of that, a free one, a copy.
Free copy.
Copy.
A free copy of
Just get in
18.
here. Did you know it's a free copy?
And
Of
and
a
of
$400
which one?
program?
Of which
Yeah.
program?
It's free though. Did you know?
Is it free?
Hey. Could I? You know what? I didn't quite catch that. Could you say it one more? How much is it?
So it is
$400?
instead of money, you pay nothing,
No taxes.
And how much is it worth?
$400.
$400?
to $0.
We're in a pandemic.
So
How do you plan on giving that away?
Through a giveaway, really.
Through a
is what it
giveaway?
boils down to, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be an August giveaway for sure.
In August. So it's a
An
set.
Augusta way, you might say.
An Augusta
the
way.
entire month of August is going to be the entry point for winning a free copy of Vegas Pro 18.
Wow.
So yeah,
You're
it's,
shitting me. So August. August
Yeah.
is the fucking month
mhm.
where any one of anybody or any individual can have the chance of getting a $400 Vegas 18 video editing program for free.
Yep, that's it. Exactly correct. I don't know how you got that correct, but yes, that is.
I don't know how I get
exactly correct.
anything correct, but you know what,
So-
dude? I'm trying.
So it's free.
Totally free.
It's free.
Yep.
It's free real estate.
Free real estate, no taxes. So I'm not gonna get charged. It's not gonna be like Pimp My Ride, where they go and like they fucking spend all this money on my fucking whip and then send me the bill later, and then I'm gonna go bankrupt.
Mm-mm.
No,
Or what is it? What was that show? Extreme Makeover House Edition, Home Edition, or whatever.
Mm.
They go
Oh,
and just deck the people's houses out, but no one ever mentioned the absolute ridiculous spike in taxes that they probably had to pay after that. And it's like, these people were broke
Damn.
as shit and suffering.
Yep.
Yeah, the house is cool, but they're not going to be able to stay there at the rate of income they already had.
so if I'm broke as shit and suffering, and I fucking get your $400 program in your August giveaway of Sony Vegas 18, Magic's Vegas,
It's not so, yeah, it's not
Magic's
Sony.
let me reiterate that Magic's Vegas 18 in August giveaway for free $400 program. If I do attain this, it will be legitimately for free.
Exactly.
It's free real estate.
I will be sending you a code if you win.
What the fuck, dude? You're a saint.
Well, that's gonna. I gotta be heading out.
Yeah, well, we are definitely reaching. Well, we have reached, and we
I
have.
think we're at about what, 140 right now.
We're almost at a couple of hours.
Oh shit.
So,
okay.
but you know
Yeah.
what? Honestly, I feel like, man, dude, like this information, a couple hours, dude.
This
I think
is a very
is,
informative episode,
yeah, straight up,
especially when you think about all the extras that you can get by
right.
going over to Scrapyard Films YouTube here
Oh, dude,
and
straight
actually
up.
looking at that. That's
Link
well beyond
in the
a couple of hours.
description, motherfuckers. Dude, wait, hold on. Like, straight up. And not to mention all these side ventures, namely, the biggest name is Amazon, where Amazon merch, actually. Let me correct
Yeah.
myself.
And Amazon affiliates.
Amazon affiliates. This
Oh, I
man
need to
right
send you a
here.
link.
This man
Shit.
right here, he be doing it. Now, hey, look at guys, girls, anybody who's viewing, those who don't want to identify as anything. Hey, if you're fucking trying to go any way, shape, or form in the direction of fucking YouTube, fucking video editing, anything like that, you just got to put in that OT. You got to keep at it, be persistent, you know? You got to
True.
clock in and clock out every single day from your job and then come in.
Marshall,
What?
sending you a link to that video I mentioned with the Take Me On.
Okay.
I sent you a link
Also,
to that.
SATX. Then if it didn't work, then render like half the video, and then render the other half, and then put both of if those each succeed, put both of those in the timeline, and then render it as a whole and see if that works.
We call him Dr. Magix over here.
You can also send them. Are you opposed to getting a message from somebody?
Nah,
Scrapyard?
man. It's
Yeah.
you send me an email at josh@scrapyardfilms.com.
There you
Email
go.
in the description.
Email everything. Yeah, man.
Tell him who you are.
And
Oh, you're making an MXF? Don't make an MXF. Oh man, MXFs are production. They're production wrappers that allow you to import into different video editing programs. You want to create an MP4 using Magic's AVC, their specific render for setting. So best, let's see, Vegas 17 best render settings. You want to do this specific video depending on what version of Vegas you are using. Don't do an MXF. Definitely don't do an MXF. You want
oh my
to do
god.
MP4 or MOV. You want to use Magic's Intermediate. Oh wait, I'm gonna send you the link, Marshall. If you could put that in the chat.
Yeah.
You want to make an MOV or an MP4. You don't need to make an MXF.
Wait, hold
And
on.
so watch that video he's about to do. Or he's about to send you, and that's the video you want to do. That you could render the whole thing in that. No problem.
So, do you want to cringe really quick before we end this stuff about what I've been using for like video editing for the small amount of editing I've done, because I am terrible at it right now. It's OpenShot.
OpenShot. That's a video editor.
OpenShot video editor.
That's
I never heard
how.
of that.
That's how much he
That's enough
knows about
reason
that.
for you to Cringe.
Crins. It's a new one.
Cringe.
It's enough for you to be malding right now.
Yeah, you should be concerned. It's glitchy and it's bad.
Ooh.
I can't
And there's a
imagine.
lot of videos that I want to make that I haven't made because I literally sit there and go, I don't want to fucking deal with that shit.
Mm.
Makes sense.
Well, you could
I
send him
spent
over
4
here, and I'm a
hours.
fucking apprentice.
4 hours just like clipping videos shorter, merging them into one.
That sounds terrible.
That is-
I'm pretty sure I have an extra copy of Vegas 14, maybe, like an older version of
It
Vegas
is
that I
so
can get
bad.
But the question is, can you run it?
you. It's true.
No, that's a broad spectrum question for everybody. So you
Yeah.
have to have specific requirements.
The answer's probably.
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 I mean, look, my graphics card.
You
may not
just
be the
can't-
best.
you
my
just can't-
processor may not be the best, but I have 24 gigs of RAM.
Just don't open up AIM Labs and don't open up Discord or any internet programs.
Pretty much
don't
you have
do
to have
anything.
yeah, only that program running.
Yeah, and set that
Oh,
on the highest
Only
priority
this.
in your task manager. Oh my
You
goodness.
know, you
open it,
mofo.
Okay.
you go,
Hey.
go.
Hey.
You guys-
Before we
it's
fucking
gotta-
yes. Hey, let me. Okay. Before we fucking go into another fucking hour of fucking just, we're gonna branch off as podcasts normally do. I am going to fucking conclude this because I have to ferociously piss out of my penis.
Dude, same here.
Every episode.
Every dude,
episode.
it's
What everyone doesn't hear at the end is as soon as we end it, the first words out of Marshall's mouth are usually, "Fuck, I gotta piss so bad."
yeah. Now it's vocal, and now you know. So, this is
Dude,
a
it's
hidden
been like that
gem.
for me. I have 3 beers in my bladder.
Yeah, I got fucking some stuff in my bladder as well that is going
I
to
got
come
a
out.
nice whiskey and a margarita.
But
It's not counting the whiskey I had before I got home.
this fucking episode is a
Oh.
monumental episode for everyone who wants to fucking succeed in YouTube, Twitch. Here's some fucking gold mines of information and tips and pointers. And you best believe, if you want to fucking see more from fucking Scrapyard Films, link to his YouTube is going to be in the description after I take a piss. And I sent you that link, SATX, SATX. You're going to, obviously, you're probably clicking on that thing. Basically, this guy right here, he's the guru of Vegas. So anybody else, Vegas, any Vegas questions, I'm linking his YouTube. Please subscribe. He has a Patreon. He appreciates it. We have a Patreon. We appreciate it. If you did
Hell yeah.
like any of this content in this video, we would absolutely appreciate a subscribe. You hit that thumbs up button, dude. It does
Shit,
wonders.
we'll take whatever we can get.
It does wonders.
Sure. Y'all
But,
game 2 today.
And that's fucking and that is
yeah.
and that is awesome. Yes, I seen that.
We
but
love you.
yes, we fucking dude. This is the only reason we do it is because of everyone else. We do this for y'all, and not only for y'all, but because I just really fucking just love to sit and just talk some shit for a couple hours, or an hour and a half, or however long. But or well, actually, until I have to fucking piss. But
Yeah, it's
in
bad.
in conclusion to all of that, Scrapyard Films, Josh, my brother, I appreciate you fucking showing up and fucking talking and enlightening everyone on, not only your story, but which is fucking amazing, but just like, you in general being here, awesome. Thank you. And that's been a long time coming. Ben?
I don't know if it's something I should actually talk about while we're doing it.
All right, we can cut it.
Because it's more just me spitballing an idea. So yeah,
We'll spitball
I
it.
should probably wait till after.
Yeah.
After I take a piss and come back. But
Well, I appreciate being on the stream. honestly.
We appreciated having you here.
Hey,
Absolutely.
and you know what? It's the
It's a
first
fucking joy.
It's the first podcast I've ever been invited to be on.
Hey,
So
hey,
We got
we
got
got the
one
Magic
right there.
Man. We got the
Got
Magic
that.
Man first.
that is.
We got him
So,
first. Shake and bake, baby.
So we
We-
can do it again sometime if y'all want.
Absolutely.
We don't have to talk about the same stuff.
No,
Just
no,
let
no,
them-
no.
Well,
This was
it's
an
like,
introduction.
We got to get Jim back on here, or Jay. What
You just said
Jay is what
Jim.
he goes by. Jim is my buddy, lore buddy. The lore.
the
Best
guy.
friend used to live in Wisconsin. Beard, big beard.
Yeah, the one that y'all were playing fucking instruments on, and I couldn't hear.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to get him back on because we got to have another lore discussion.
Absolutely.
We're definitely gonna have to have Josh back on.
absolutely,
Because I mean, one, he's your fucking brother.
absolutely.
And two, dude's a fucking wealth of knowledge on this shit, and it's good info for anyone who wants to tune
Definitely.
in.
100%.
I wouldn't mind getting John back on here,
Yeah.
and then I've got some more ideas.
Alright.
2 new ones actually,
Mm.
who might actually be interested in doing something. It'd be a fun little exposure thing for them. It'd be a fun thing for us. And they're actually kind of. I have
Absolutely.
ideas. I have
Well,
ideas. I'm gonna leave it
well,
at that.
well,
Hey, man.
well.
Utilize them.
And we are going to talk about these. But hey, everyone, thank you so fucking much for tuning in and showing up and commenting. And thank you so much, John Evans. You're a fucking real one. And James Tumorau. Thank you so much for the subscribe. We fucking appreciate you. And with that, we're Beards, Beer, and Booze. My name is Marshall.
I'm Ben.
I'm Josh.
And thank you for stopping